What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Vols will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. So this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back. Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you can tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He got it. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football, and then they're setting up 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Thomas. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Georgia lining up to fire it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Staley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Vols can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Aguilar. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how do you counteract all the speed you have in college football? You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more DBs. You bring them down in the box. You get them near the line of scrimmage so they can make big plays with their fast speed in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Sets up the screen. Across the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. How about the blow he delivered and banging his way to the 41? You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to turn the corner on the left. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter.
Tennessee 3, Georgia 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down.
42, Spider. Freedom.
He'll keep it himself. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Design quarterback runs, there's so many of them, so many ways to do it. But either way, it's about getting that extra blocker and getting a dynamic athlete. These quarterbacks are all dynamic athletes. They're basically running backs now playing quarterback, trying to get them in space, and you can see he does the rest. He can chew up those yards quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Touchdown Volunteer! Fired in from the red zone, throwing the score.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy, making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Northwestern was able to come away with the win, as they have in Evanston so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing winning in college football is easy. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off-play action on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DB's not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the throw.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Branch. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And now the ball is knocked free. Touchdown, Dogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. And that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is glad they're going to take.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
And the Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Aguilar. Fires to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Touchdown ball! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Rush is on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Throwing right. And the timing just a hair off.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, that field goal couldn't loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's dealt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Georgia.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield very late in the half. end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his big tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner or Champ Bailey or Keely Ringo and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
Bring in the Heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism, it was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the Honey Badger before the Honey Badger, but playing D-line. All-timer.
Handoff from the gun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Volunteers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Setting up the screen. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. The Vols line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Now he's going to break the pocket, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Bell. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and nailing on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The kick is on its way. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wants to adjust the pattern. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in on the right. Off and running. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 32 over the Judiciaries. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know that.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's McCray. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Shotgun snap on third down. Fires to the big fella. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that's a simple pitch and catch. That's called a stick route. It's a real quick out route in the middle of the field. The tight end's able to make the catch. Nice play.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Not a lot of room on the return, but he already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Volunteer offense is back, and they open touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And now on second down for this offense. To throw, it's Aguilar. This time it's complete. It's a seam wide open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. Start with the first down. They'll run it. It's Thomas. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his...
They put on the heat, and they blocked it. And they scoop it up. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's got it down the middle. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down?
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got some room, it was over. They pushed the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Finds his man. It's Bell.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Moving out of the pocket. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
To the air, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Delton. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Little touch pass to the receiver. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Here's the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Throws to the tight end. It's complete. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
He'll pull it down. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Looking left. He's got it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Off to the races to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
Hey, it's your job to stop them. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College